Bodine down the main straightaway, trying to reel Darrell Waltrip in as they will battle it out for fifth. Right in front of them is the Rick Corelli race truck. Here's DW to the inside. You see that orange stripe atop that blue bumper. Corelli in the 6, Waltrip in the 52, Todd Bodine in the 61. That's a battle for third. And Corelli getting past. It looks like he may be off the pace. That's the onboard camera we have out the back deck of Corelli's Total Petroleum truck. He went to the outside and seems to be slowing down as Todd Bodine moves by him.
It was really good to see Rick Corelli having a good run. Those guys have really had a tough season this year, and it was good to see him up there running up front. And the day's not over with yet. Maybe they can correct their problem on this break.
If you miss a shift, that'd be enough to put you off going into a corner like that, wouldn't it, Ernie?
Oh, definitely. You know, one thing that we really haven't touched on is we were talking a lot about Terry Labonte. You know, normally, you know, you'll have an in-car camera and show Terry's footwork. Now, Terry's footwork is a lot different than Ernie Irvin's footwork because Terry's acts like he knows what he's doing. And Ernie Irvin's footwork is just like a normal short track. I don't ever touch the clutch. And
that's what those Jericho transmissions are for, right?
That's what I thought, you know. Some of these guys, they go ahead and use the clutch and everything, and that's what Terry does. He heels, toes, and does everything like a road racer.
Todd Bodine has done a great job here starting third. He's fallen back a little, trying to get back into contention into the top 3. Ralph Shaheen is in the Roush pits.
Well, Ken Pillsbury's been over here checking tire temperatures on these tires. They're getting everything ready to go for changing them. Now, these Goodyear tires, gentlemen, are the same kind of compound that the Winston Cup guys run at Sears Point. Now, Larry, some of the guys are telling me the big difference for the trucks and the Winston Cup cars is the fact that there is no cambered rear end on this car or this truck, and that makes a big difference.
Glenn Jarrett, what else is going on pit road?
Well, also, Larry McReynolds, you were exactly right about Todd Bodine getting loose on the restart. They said he may have picked up a little rubber, but Freddie Fryer told him just to back off and take it easy. They were adjusted at the brake. Rick Corelli fell back. The very same thing. His crew chief, Joe Garroni, just told me it started getting real loose. He said, hey, man, just cool it. We're close to the break. We'll fix it then and let you go in the second half. So everybody's starting to see some tire wear now. Excessive heat. They're just getting loose. They're all trying to take it easy.
Todd Bodine trying to get close to Darrell Waltrip and battle for that 4th position. They come off the 11th turn here at Heartland Park and up onto the main straightaway. We see Mike Skinner. No, that's not Mike Skinner. That's one of the other black Chevrolet trucks minus its hood. Your leader, Ron Hornaday, at truck number 16 off into turn number 1. Hornaday's been out front all the way. He's got Joe Ruttman right behind him. Also the truck of Darrell Waltrip. We'll be back at Topeka. Battling for the lead here at Heartland Park, Topeka. The Heartland Tailgate 175 live today on TNN. We're a lap short of the half-point break. Your leader there, Ron Hornaday. Joe Ruttman right behind him. Ralph Shaheen on pit road. Is Hornaday worried about fuel, Ralph?
Rick, he's having a big problem with fuel right now. Doug Richard, the crew chief, and the rest of the crew over here discussing what it is they can do about it. They're not sure if they're just out of fuel, if they're having a problem with fuel pickup or what have you. But with 1 lap to go, they're hoping that Ron Hornaday can nurse that Papa John's pizza truck around just one more time, around a mile .8 here at Heartland Park.
Joe Ruttman taking your truck, Ernie, throwing everything at him here in the last trip around before the break.
Well, you know, most of the time we don't really make sure it's a $1,000 bonus to lead it halfway. And if I had my radio, I'd be telling Joe, you know, there is a $1,000 bonus. So he's not going to get none of it. So I wouldn't tell him that.
That's spoken like a true car owner. Larry, you were talking about fuel pickups and where you put a pickup.
Look,
little trouble there. Hornaday trying to move to the inside of the 09 truck. He gets by Bob Jones of Tempe, Arizona. Ruttman gets by as well, and we come out onto the main straightaway. We'll talk about the pickup in just a moment. Coming up to the halfway point here, and we'll see, I believe, a red flag, a crossed flag to indicate we're at the half-point break. Ruttman to the inside, giving it a try down the main straightaway.
I guess it wasn't actually the halfway yet, because I didn't see any flag yet.
They're showing lap 29. I saw the flagman reach there.
Yeah, lap 29, so it's going to be 30. They're going, what, how many laps are they supposed to go?
30 and then the break.
Okay, so now
He's got the cross flag right there.
According to our scoring monitor, that should have been 30.
Well, they'll run over 1 lap to make sure it's halfway,
yeah.
I think.
Ruttman got by going down into turn 1. I'm not sure if he made the pass good before the start-finish line. We'll try to sort this little scoring question out for you here in the moments to come. We were watching the laps tick over. I was pretty sure that would have been 30 that time by, and I did see the flagman bring the crossed flags out to show everybody. But Ruttman did elbow his way by, Ernie.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what's going on here now.
Larry, in terms of fuel pickup, how important is it to do something different on a road course than you normally do?
It really is, and I might iterate that probably the Hornaday truck is not out of fuel. It holds 22 gallons just like a Winston Cup fuel cell. but because you're turning left and right, we have to do a little different with the pickup. The pickup has to go in the center at the back of the fuel cell, so probably his cell's just not picking it all up.
Now we see the caution coming out. See, so they had to run one lap past the halfway to get the caution, so Joe will end up leading to the halfway point.
Well, we'll see how this all shakes out. The pace truck comes back up onto the speedway. Joe Ruttman has the Mack Tools Ford at the point at the moment here at Heartland Park. So he did a great job on that last lap. A lap truck got in the way there and gave Hornaday fits. Hornaday went into the grass to get by the 09 of Rob Jones. Ruttman able to elbow his way past on the last couple of turns around the 1.8-mile circuit here at Heartland Park. We'll be back to tell you more in a moment. At the restart, 29 to go at Heartland Park, live on TNN. Great to have you with us. The green is out, up through the gears they come, and we are back underway to begin lap 32.
Don't look like Hornaday's going to waste much time trying to get back by Joe.
Not worried about fuel mileage here. Into turn 1, race for the lead, and there is trouble. We've got trucks in the wall coming off turn 11. Again, it's Scott Lagasse. And Rick Hendrick is involved there, too. Lagasse's going to check on the boss, I think. He just spun the truck around. Battle for the lead at the other end of the track, and it looked like Hornaday was going to get by Ruttman, and he has done that as we watch him come out of turn 2.
They have said Hornaday has had an awesome motor here this weekend, and you know, Joe was telling me that he could pull them 2 or 3 car lengths, or you know, down the track, and it sure looked like he just did.
Hornaday taking back the top spot that he held right up until the last lap before the break, and he has started to stretch it out now, and we see Hendrick with some damage on the right front corner of the Budweiser Chevrolet. He brings the truck down onto pit road, and it may be the end of the afternoon for the team owner of Hendrick Motorsports.
Had a tire rubbing the fender there, so they're going to have to get in and get that fender off the tire.
Leaders working out at turn 11. We watch the battle here. Todd Bodine and Darrell Waltrip in the 52. Todd in the 61. They are 3rd and 4th. Terry Labonte is up to 5th. The 3 now, Mike Skinner has come back. Now remember, at the start of the races, we watched DW down the main straightaway. Skinner and another truck has spun. Davy Jones has spun off of turn 11 right in front of our position. We'll get a camera on that in a moment. And a little bit of fire out of the
also the Walker Evans had spun in the corner before that.
We're inside with Davy Jones. He's popped the wheel in the net. He's getting out. There's a little bit of fire cooking under the hood, apparently, of the 18. So Davy Jones says, I've had enough. Let's get out and watch this one for a while.
He decided refire and wasn't quite the hot ticket right there.
It's already firing, apparently. Not the way he wanted it to.
There was more fire than he wanted.
Davy Jones, the IMSA champion, Indy 500 veteran, had a good run going in Indianapolis this year. His bid came a cropper late in the race, started the season in Winston Cup driving the Jasper Transmissions US Air Ford for D.K. Ulrich, and lost that ride several weeks ago, making his return here today in the Supertrucks, and he will not be around at the finish.
You know, Rick, I want to point something out about this truck right here. This truck is owned by Kirk Rourke. Now, Kirk Rourke builds about all the shop dynos that most of the Winston Cup teams have on their transporter and at their shop. Kirk's a really knowledgeable guy, has a lot of knowledge with shocks, and there you see Rourke Engineering. He's just a sharp individual, and said he just enjoys racing, so he wanted to do a super truck.
And he's got a great guy in the pilot seat, Davy Jones, a terrific race driver, very strong on road courses. Unfortunately, he'll not be around at the finish today. We're under caution again here at Heartland Park, just past the green flag for the halfway break. We had that little tangle off of turn 11 with Rick Hendrick and Scott Lagasse, and then Davy Jones and Walker Evans got into it. Jones' truck with a little fire under the hood, and that's the reason for the caution. Glenn Jarrett, you've got a question for us up here?
Yeah, guys, I'm just, I'm standing down here, and I can't see a whole lot except when they come by me down here in the front stretch. So I got a lot of time to think, and I'm just wondering, we were talking about the Snell Foundation a moment ago and how you got, why is it the only guy in the booth that's had a head injury is the only one that can remember to say truck?
Maybe because he owns 2 of them. I don't know. What do you think? A logical answer.
I'd say he has spent about $1 million on trucks, so he obviously knows what they are.
We're under caution at Heartland Park, Topeka. Ron Hornaday Jr. in the 16 is your leader as the Davy Jones Rourke Engineering crew push their truck off the course. We're back in a moment.